Hey, I'm Lisa Redfern, and this is Gingersnap, a conversation and a cookie with a creative Mainer. And this is episode 64, and we are here in Cundy's Harbor, actually technically Harpswell. I'm here with Karen Schneider and this lovely oceanside home.
Hen Cove.
Hen Cove. And Karen is the editor of Northern Journeys magazine.
Among other things.
Among other things, yes. And I'm going to let her tell you about all the creative things that she is up to right now.
Oh, well, it's a very busy time of year. We are working on our summer issue of Northern Journeys, which will be out in mid-July. And we have April Biolsi from The Anchor designing it as usual. And we're going to have it printed by someone new this time around, which will be exciting. And we're just getting everything all set to go. Lots of artists. Our featured artist is someone from Cundy's Harbor this time around, and also another artist from Yarmouth. So we try to focus on mid-coast people, but anyone from Maine can submit art, poetry, short stories, essays. So we have fun doing it. I meet a lot of great people and also connect with a lot of old friends.
That's great. And you guys have a circulation of like 10,000?
10,000.
Wow.
We circulate from Portland over to Lewiston, Auburn, and up to Camden. Yep, we go to Booth Bay Harbor, Wiscasset, Falmouth, Yarmouth, Lisbon Falls. So, and we do it ourselves. It's just myself and the publisher, Jason Thomas. Yep, and we do it all by ourselves.
It's great. It's beautiful. If you haven't seen it, it's lovely, and it's a great way to know some of the treasures that are in Maine.
Yeah, there's lots of them.
Yes, there are. So, Karen, when did you first come to Maine, and why did you stay?
Oh, well, I came here with my former husband, who was in the Navy. We had 4 little kids at the time, and it was 1982. And we came here from San Francisco. It was December 1982. And I had never seen any place quite so dark and gray and cold. But, and my husband at the time was in the Navy, and he had to go to Bermuda on deployment. And after just a few weeks of being here, and here I was with these little kids, and I just went out and started meeting people. We had settled in Bodenham, and we were there for about 7 years, and then the kids and I moved on to Topsom, and they were mostly raised in Topsom, and went to Mount Ararat, all of them, and here we are, I don't know, 36 years later, 37.
Well, I'm glad you stayed.
Yes.
Do you know your first word? And if you don't, what do you think it may have been?
I don't know my first word, but I do have a cute little story about one of my first sentences. And somebody, I think it was an uncle, taught me to say the sentence, "Why don't you let the man do the talking?" Yeah, really. And I'm just like, wow.
Oh my.
But everyone thought it was very cute when I said that.
Well,
we'll forget about that.
Well, my first word was cookie. So that's one of the reasons we're going to have a cookie. These
great.
are the molasses cookies. Here, I'll just show you. Theresa made these at the vegetable corner.
Oh, yes.
Yep. We're going to have a bite.
Great. I love molasses cookies.
They're chewy. They're moist. And did you notice?
Gingery, delicious.
We did not plan this to sit on a blue couch and wear blue.
Blue dye. Doesn't mean we're feeling blue, though.
No. But we're by the blue water.
We both do look good in blue, I'll say.
I'm so. Yeah. Okay. Did you have a car when you were a kid or an adolescent that was really cool?
No.
But
you
have a car you wish you had?
My friend. I had a friend who had a 1965 turquoise Mustang.
Ooh.
And you don't know how many times I have wished that I had that car. And that I think someday if I ever have some, inherit a lot of money or something, I'll go find myself one.
All right.
Bomb around.
Be fun.
Take around the grandkids. Hopefully it has seatbelts. I don't know.
I was telling somebody the other day about when my sister was little, and we had this international travel wall, and she was just kind of in the way back, bouncing around in like a playpen.
Yeah.
You know, and we'd come to a stop, and
Yeah.
there goes Amy. Whee!
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just had a conversation with my daughter the other day. She said, Mom, were we in car seats when we were kids? And I'm like, well, no, you weren't. And we used to drive cross country all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But my mother tells stories about me being in a playpen in the back of the car. And I can remember my little brother being in a playpen in the back of the car, too. Driving to North Dakota.
Wow.
And he was 1.
Times have changed.
Yes. Yeah, it's good.
Okay, I know you're a big reader like I am.
Mm-hmm.
And so is there a book that you've read in the last couple of years that you recommend to a lot of people, or maybe one from years ago?
Well, I'm other than rather being editor of Northern Journeys, I'm also the director of the library in Cundy's Harbor, the sweet little library.
It's really cute.
Down in the harbor. It's adorable. Mm-hmm. And patrons come in, and I find myself often recommending a Stephen King book. And I'm not a big Stephen King reader, but the book 11/22/63, which Stephen wrote, I don't know what year it was. It's been a little while. But that book, it's 800 pages or so, grabbed me so thoroughly that when I read it in 3.5 days, and I called in sick from work. I was working at Bowdoin College at the time.
Someone binge watching something.
It was a big binge. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't put it down.
Oh my God.
And it's about the assassination of John F. Kennedy. And it was part of the book is set in Lisbon Falls, which is part of the reason I liked it so much. And it's about a teacher who finds a portal into the past. And he has the charge to either stop the assassination or to let it go forward, depending on what his knowledge that he has now. So, and it's not the type of book that I normally read.
Yeah.
So I normally like authors like Elizabeth Berg and Elizabeth Strout, the women who write about stories about other women. That's what I usually read.
Have you ever written to Stephen King?
No, I've never had.
He would probably love to hear the story that you didn't go to work. I
know. I should write to him.
I mean, he would. I don't know him, but I know people who do know him and say that he has a great sense of humor. Loves to hear from readers. I remember going to his house when I lived up in Old Town. Going by his house, and it has all the gargoyles. And
yes, I've seen his house.
I mean, it looks like it would be a Stephen King house.
Well, he and his wife have a foundation where they give grants to libraries, so I'm definitely going to be writing to him in that capacity in the near future.
When you do, you just tell him that.
That'll be a good story to tell.
Just tell him that story.
Maybe then he'll give us the money.
Yeah. So do you have an album or a song that you come back to again and again in your life?
Oh gosh, there's so many, but one that comes to mind right away is there's a song by Dido, and I think it's called I Want to Thank You. I think is the name of it. Want to Thank You. And it's about, I want to thank you for giving me the best day of my life. And this is a song that's very meaningful to me. I think of a really special person in my life whenever I hear it, and a time in my life when I was really on top of the world. And I always listen to it on road trips. I listen to that whole album, which I can't remember the name of. But.
That's right. We'll look it up and add it in later. Okay, so if a movie was made about Karen Schneider's life, what genre would it be, and who would star as you? And I have an idea of who would star as you, but
oh gosh, I want to hear that.
No, but I want to hear yours first.
So I think it would probably be like I don't know, what do you call them, dramedies? I think it would be that. But it's definitely a lot of humor and lots of drama. When you raise 4 kids, there's drama involved usually. So I want to hear who you think.
Do you know who Brenda Blethyn is?
Yes, I do.
I love her.
Yeah.
And I think she would be great. Yeah. She's either Irish or English. I want to say she's Irish.
Yeah, I think
because she's usually in Irish movies. And I watch every movie that's Irish. Everyone.
I
And
love
Karen just got back
Irish
from Ireland.
movies. Yes, I just got back from Ireland. Yes,
Yay.
and I love Irish movies like The Waking of Ned Devine.
Waking Ned Devine.
When
Yeah.
Waking Ned Devine. Yes,
Oh, yeah. That's a
and
good one.
The Secret of Ronan Nish. Have you ever seen
yes,
that
I
one?
have. I have that one actually.
Yeah, I do too.
Jimmy.
I love that one. Yes, and I always watch any TV series that are set in Ireland too. Yeah. One of my daughters goes to Ireland quite often, so she exposes me to a lot of those kinds of movies, books, music.
Right now we're watching the Great British Bake Off, and even though it's British, like they're, someone is from. They're from different parts of England that sound a little bit more Scottish and Irish, and because of the areas that they're from.
Yes.
And I'm not that interested in baking, but I just love to listen to them talk.
I do
That's
too.
really
I like that
thing.
show. I like that one. There's one about country houses too. That
Oh
is
yeah,
set
we watched
in
that
England.
too.
Yeah,
yeah, we've been watching that
too.
too.
Always good.
It is. It's like taking a little trip.
It is.
Yeah. All right. So how can people reach out to you? Is the best way to reach you if they would like to be considered to submit something for Northern Journeys?
There's our website, which is northernjourneysmagazine.com, and you can also you can go in and there's a form that you can fill out, or you can email us at norjour, that's NORJOUR _tan@yahoo.com.
Okay.
But just go to the website. You can Google us, Northern Journeys Magazine, and it will pop right up, and you'll follow the little directions and just say, I'd like to submit something. And we're always looking. We publish quarterly, and we really like to publish, especially emerging artists. Of course, we publish established people too, but emerging artists, poets, writers. If you've never been published before, we're still very interested. We're especially interested.
Great.
And we love to hear from kids. So people of any age, we have a section that's 2 pages. And if you're, 3 or you're a student, but you're in your 30s, that's okay too. We like to publish students' work.
Great. That's good to know. That's really good to know. I have a lot of friends that I'll let know about that. All right, Karen, thank you so much. You've been ginger-snapped. How do you feel?
I feel ginger-snapped.
All right, we're going to finish our cookies and let you guys go.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Karen. And I'll be back in a couple weeks with another Creative Mainer. I'm Lisa Redfern. If you want to know more about me, you can go to lisaredfern.com. And you've spent a lovely, short little time with the Blue Girls. Thank you. This has been Gingersnap.